going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 22 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the fastest way, the easiest path to get 92 overall Lightning Anthony Rizzo without spending any stubs at all. There's a lot of confusion on the Player of the Month program, and I'm here to clear it all up for you. We earned this card today, and I'm going to show you how I did it without spending any stubs, and basically the fastest way possible. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, do me a favor, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you've been searching around YouTube for Diamond Dynasty information, how to get free players, how to get free packs, how to make stubs, you found the right channel. Just be sure you also click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get on into it. So let's start with the card. This is the grand reward here, Anthony Rizzo, Diamond 92 overall card. I think it's a pretty solid card. A lot of hate in the community for it. I think he's probably the second, maybe third best first baseman in the game, and obviously the best one is going to be Frank Thomas, which a lot of people don't have. It's a very expensive set to do. Even if you're spending money, it can take a while to get it unless you're spending thousands of dollars. So I think all in all, it's a really good card. Let's talk about how to get it. Number one, the Player of the Month program it's a big grind this year, so it takes a lot longer. There's a lot more involved. It's a little bit confusing. I like the fact that we get 2 Lightning cards this time, and I hope they keep that theme along with like May and so forth. But number one, they need to make the Legend card better. Like this Andre Dawson, when it was announced, was a very good card, but it's now kind of felt like it's left behind compared to the majority of the cards out there. But I do like the 2 free Lightning cards, and you get a bunch of other stuff with it. A ton of packs, other monthly reward cards, a bunch of 88s, a bunch of 90s. So there's a lot of content along with it, but it is a grind. If they're going to shorten it up next month, I would be happy with that. But if they keep it the same, I'm not mad at that either. I just need them to make the cards a little bit more worthwhile. So let's talk about it from the beginning. So stage number 1, this is the biggest confusing part, right? Is that a lot of people have done the collection and didn't get 40 stars from it. And it's actually correct that that didn't happen. You're not supposed to get all 40 stars, and I'll explain. So the best path to knock out stage 1 is to knock out all 4 of these moments. So there's week 1, 2, 3, and 4 moments. They're going to give you a bunch of program stars. I'm not going to add them all up here for you, but basically you play through all of these, as you can see I did, and you're going to get a bunch of program stars. Now, once you complete all 4 of those weeks of moments, you're going to earn all of these Tops Now cards. There's a couple golds, a handful of diamonds. You get all of these cards, okay? And then these 3 cards, and then these 3 cards, and then finally these 3 cards. Once you get all of those cards, you can go in and complete the Tops Now collection, which requires you to collect all 14 of those cards. You can earn all of them for free, so you don't have to spend any stubs on any of these cards just by playing those moments. And once you collect them, you're going to get a show pack, a couple different stub rewards, and you get an 87 overall Suzuki card. So all of that for free. And that's it for stage 1. They cap you at 65 program stars. So a lot of you were probably in like the 52 star range, and then you completed the collection and you expected to get 40 stars and jump from 52 to 92. That's not how it works. They cap you at 65 because that's what you need to get stage 1 done. They don't basically give you stage 1 program stars for stage 2. And I think hopefully that clears up the confusion there. What also that means is that the Tops Now PXP missions, and I learned this the hard way, you do not have to do these at all in stage 1. And if you progress to stage 2 without doing them, you're not going to get the 10 stars towards stage 2. So basically, again, I'm just going to say it really quick here. Weeks 1, 2, 3, 4 moments, do them all, and then do the collection. That's going to give you 65 stars. It's going to cap you at 65 stars. And now we're on to stage 2. Now, when you get to stage 2, you want to go from basically 70 stars all the way to 175. And this is where the journey begins. This is the really long process of it. And people think that you have to spend stubs to buy some of these monthly reward cards or award cards to earn additional stars, and you don't. It's just going to take a while, but you don't. So the first thing you need to do in stage 2 is knock out all of the moments. Again, these are various moments that are going to give you, I believe each moment gives you 3 stars. And going back up to the rewards, you're going to get to 98 stars once you knock all of them out. So in the process of going from 65 to 98, you're going to get 3 of these 88 overall monthly award choice packs. Now this is step number 2, or important fact number 2, is that for one of the first 2 packs, so you get one at 70 stars, one at 80 stars, you want to pick a pitcher. Now it doesn't matter which pitcher you go with. I would recommend a starting pitcher. I went with Pablo Lopez. And then the other 2 packs, because remember, you're going to get 3. One at 70, one at 80, and one at 95. You'll be stuck at 98 after you complete all of the moments. The 3rd pack, you can pick another batter. That's fine. But the reason you want to do that is because you want to have a lineup that has a monthly award pitcher and a monthly award hitter, because if we now move on to the PXP missions, one of the, I guess the biggest, redemptions of stars here, or program stars, is that with 3,000 PXP from pitchers and 2,500 PXP from hitters, you get 15 stars each, and these are absolutely vital. The reason I say that you want a pitcher on there is because you're kind of working together at the pitchers and the hitters by having one pitcher in your lineup. You're always going to be pitching in a game, and then you need a hitter. You're always going to have batters, in the game. So you want to make a lineup. At this point, you should have 3 monthly award cards that has the 1 starting pitcher from monthly awards, 2 hitters, and then the rest of your lineup needs to be Tops Now players, because if you take a look here, you can earn another 10 program stars by basically playing with Tops Now players. So my lineup basically consisted of, it looked like this. We had our 2 monthly award 88 overall, so Jock Peterson and JP Crawford are who I went with, and then we fill out the rest of the roster with the Tops Now players, and then again, my starting pitcher was Pablo Lopez. Once we configured the lineup that way, we were basically going into conquest games, and I'll go over the different ways or options you have here, but we went into conquest games, and we were knocking out at PXP with the Tops Now mission here. We had the JP Crawford on the team at the time, the Jock Peterson, the Pablo Lopez, and then the monthly award pitchers and hitters. All of these categories, all of these missions were being knocked out just by playing with, this team that I just showed you that assembled. Now, as far as the best games to play with your lineups to acquire PXP, everybody has their own comfort in what they want to do. I'm just going to tell you what I did. You can definitely jump into online games, but they're going to be more difficult. I prefer Conquest, and the way I started it is I did the mystery map a ton of times. And if you guys were unaware, there are repeatable goals in the mystery map that allow you basically to get unlimited show pack bundles. I'm going to link a video down below in the comment section as a pinned comment on what you need to do that. Also, how to play Conquest. If you guys don't know, we have a tutorial that'll be linked down below in the comment section as a pinned comment as well. But I played the mystery map a bunch of times, and basically I'm earning 5 free show packs every time I knock out the entire map, and it takes about a half hour to 40 minutes if you have a good, kind of comfort level with doing it. So we're getting a bunch of free packs. We're playing these games mostly on rookie level, earning PXP with those players. I got tired of doing the mystery map. I then eventually knocked out the Mother's Day map, which gives you additional XP towards the spring cleanup program. So if you beat this entire map, there's a ton of free packs in here. There's a bunch of hidden packs as well. And also, I think it's 30,000 XP that you get towards the new program by completing this map. The one thing that I will warn you at is goal number 1. Capture both strongholds from New York before the 3rd turn. You're going to have to play 2 games, or at least 1 game on All-Star and 1 game on Veteran. So if you're not as good at the game and this isn't your A lineup, because we're using all of these specific cards to earn PXP, including a bunch of gold players on your team, it can be a little bit more difficult. But basically, I played through this map, continuing to earn PXP with that lineup. And then finally, and my lineup kind of changed as we added more cards, and I'll show you that in a moment, I moved back over to the USA baseball map, and I know a lot of people are like, Pop, why would you play this over and over? Number 1, you have the repeatable the repeatable prospect choice packs that you can earn, and there's going to be a big collection down the road, and those prospect cards are going to go up in price. So right now I'm kind of hoarding them, and I just got tired of playing the mystery map. Now you can go into play versus CPU and just play against like the Orioles on easy or rookie, play 9 inning games, rack up hits. It's a way to get PXP, but at the end of the day, you're not striving towards anything else other than the PXP. I like playing Conquest, whether it's the mystery map, the USA map, or the Mother's Day map, because you're earning the PXP and you're striving towards other goals. So you're working on multiple things at once. It just makes it feel like it's a little more useful. And of course, the other option that you have that I just did not do is you can play mini seasons with that lineup, and it's going to kind of do the same thing that you do with Conquest. I think it's a little bit more difficult, even on Rookie. The computer's kind of cracks sometimes on Rookie, but the rewards are pretty solid within mini seasons as well, so you can kind of scroll through those. And I would just say do Conquest or mini seasons. Now, as you're playing through all of these games, you're earning PXP from all of those missions that I showed you guys. And now, as you move down the line here, you're starting to unlock more packs. So you're going to get to 110 stars, and you're going to get a 90 overall monthly award player. And once that happens, you're going to pick one of these players again. This is what I did, and I would definitely recommend you doing is with your first 90 overall pack, you can pick one of the two batters, Ty France, Taylor Ward. I went with Ty France. And then a couple stars down the road, you're going to get another 90 overall pack. Make sure you don't pick the other batter. Make sure you pick Kyle Wright, and then put him into your lineup and make him your starting pitcher. Replace him, replace Pablo Lopez for him, because you're going to want to continue. Whoops, I'm on stage 3, my bad. You're going to want to continue to knock out these individual PXP missions, and by the time you unlock like the Kyle Wright card, you've probably already got the Pablo Lopez PXP mission knocked out. Doesn't take too long. So you're striving towards all of these, and you're also, knocking out these larger rewards, goals, missions that take a lot longer, because it's 3,000, 2,500 PXP. Eventually, you're going to knock out the Tops Now one, because you have an abundance of Tops Now players in your lineup if you configured it the way that I showed you, and you'll continue to unlock these packs. But once you get past that 90 overall pack, there's a long road here from 125 to 170 where you're not getting any new players. And what people are doing is they're buying the additional monthly award cards, putting them in your lineup, and you're spending stubs you don't need to. Now, will you knock out these PXP missions faster with more monthly awards players in your lineup? Absolutely. But I'm trying to help you guys not spend unnecessary stubs. Basically, the way it works is once you knock out 2 missions for the 90 overall players, 3 missions with the 88 overall players, so that's a total of 5 cards, and then all of the Tops Now PXP missions, which is 10 stars there, and then the pitchers and hitters, which is another 30 stars combined there, that's going to give you enough to equal 170. Once you get to 170, you're golden, and again, you can get there without spending a single stub. Then you want to put this Andre Dawson in your lineup, and there's one more PXP mission that you're going to have to complete, and it's earn 500 PXP with Andre Dawson in your lineup. You get another 6 stars. That 6 stars, if you do the math, should take you from 170 to 176, but again, because you're ending stage 2, they cap you at 175. So if you think you're missing a star there, like you did from stage 1 to stage 2, that's just how it's supposed to be. It's stupid, but that's what it is, and that should unlock Anthony Rizzo. Now, there's a fork in the road here. If you want to make some stubs, whatever you do, do not, and I apologize, once you earn the 5 players, the 2 90s and the 3 88s, one of the other things you have to do is this collection, which gives you an additional 15 stars. My bad, I kind of left that out of the step, but that's another thing you have to do. So those 5 PXP missions with the 5 specific players, the hitters and pitchers, and the Tops Now PXP missions, and then doing this April monthly awards collection where you collect 5 of the cards. What you absolutely do not want to do here is do this collection where you collect all 9 of them, at least not yet, okay? Because you might need those cards later on down the road. Not that you're going to lose them, but I just wouldn't collect them just yet. Once you're at 175 and you're on to stage 3, there's really only 2 things you can do, and this is, kind of the fork on the road. You do what you want to do. You put Rizzo in your lineup. This is a repeatable mission. Every 500 PXP you earn with him, you get 10 stars, and you can also make a lineup of monthly awards cards. At this point, you still have 5 of those. Plus, you can put the Rizzo and the Dawson in your lineup, and every 2,000 XP with that lineup, you get 10 stars. But you can get the additional 3 88 overalls that you never got from the first 3 choice packs, because there's a total of 6 of them, and then you can get the 1 lone 90 overall that you didn't get unlocked. These are non-sellable cards, but I would still recommend doing these because there is going to be a larger player program, and more than likely one of the vouchers you're going to need from that program is monthly award cards. You're going to want to make sure you have all of these. Whatever you do, please, unless you're like in a super time crunch, don't spend stubs on buying those cards. It can absolutely be done. Just follow the steps there real quick. I'll breeze through it one more time. Knock out weeks 1, 2, and 3, 4 moments. Once you're done there, you got a bunch of free Tops Now cards. You collect them, boom, you're on to stage 2. Go and knock out all of the moments here for stage 2. Once you do that, you're going to have 3 88 overall cards that you can use. Make sure you pick 1 pitcher, 2 batters, play a bunch of games, however you want to play them. With those, as you progress, you're going to unlock 2 90 overall cards. You put the 90 overall cards in your lineup with the Tops Now cards. You're going to knock out 5 PXP missions with the 5 monthly award players, the hitters, pitchers, the Tops Now, and when you get the 5 cards, you're also going to collect those. That should give you enough PXP to get to 170. You get 170, you put Dawson in your lineup, you get 500 PXP with him. That gives you the 6 stars, which you only need 5 of them to get to Rizzo, and boom, that's how you get it. So that's it. Hopefully this cleared a little bit more up for you guys, but if you thought you were missing stars, you're not. They capped them at certain levels. It's stupid, but that's just the way it is. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.